Welcome to your energy update with the angels. I'm Devon Duerr, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The overall energy right now is requiring you to tap into your independent and creative side. Really break away from the old ways that you've seen people create things and tap into that new innovative energy. If you'll stay tuned to the end of this video, I have 3 actions for you to take at the time you are hearing these messages to help you activate this guidance and help you really take advantage of this overall energy. These messages are meant for you anytime you come across them. The angels are highly efficient and know when you will hear them. I always say a prayer of protection, asking that I only connect with God's highest vibrational beings and the messages be for the highest good of those who come across them. Now, before we get started, remember this is a group message, so if something doesn't resonate, simply leave it behind. The angels will never tell you what to do. They don't want us to give our power away. If these messages do resonate with you, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button and share this video with somebody that might help. And thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and thank you to my subscribers. Let me know how you're doing. I love hearing from you in the comments, and I always have so much gratitude for all of you. We are all on this amazing journey together. All right, to activate this guidance as we dive deeper into this overall energy, if you feel called, I'd like to invite you to write this pocket affirmation in the video comments below this video. I am a confident creator. So as you heard in the overall energy, we're going to be required to be independent with our creative projects. So again, say, I am a confident creator. Now remember, this doesn't mean that we have to do it alone. We can collaborate, but you want to really be authentic with the way you're creating and break away from the old ways of doing things and trust that you can follow your own inner guidance. And we have more for you coming up, but if you would like to go ahead and activate this energy as we dive deeper, write that affirmation now. I am a confident creator. Wonderful. Okay, let's go deeper into these messages. Remember to feel free to come back and watch these messages as many times as you want. Hindsight is a very powerful tool for deepening your trust and your connection with the angels, and also understanding the way you use your natural born intuitive abilities. You are highly intuitive. That is why you are here. And there are so many amazing messages for you to help you support yourself in understanding that guidance. All right, so let's go deeper into this energy here where they're talking about it's going to be important. We really stretch our wings and get out there and assert our independence with what we want to create. Just because somebody has always done it this way in the past and been successful does not mean you have to do it that way. So really follow your heart and trust that we are in a time of innovative change. We are in a time where we're doing things differently to bring new things to light. Now, one of the challenges they see you've had to face lately is you've had to really review and evaluate some of your relationships. Maybe you've had to go in a new direction with something. This could mean a relationship with another person, romantic or colleague. It could also be a relationship you have to a creative project. So maybe you felt like you had to write that book and you're realizing, actually, I don't think that's what I want to do right now. I think I'd rather go work on creating this group event. So whatever that is for you, trust it. Notice what comes up for you, but they do see how you felt challenged by having to do this, by having to realize, you know what, this just isn't working. It's time to move in a new direction. But they want you to trust it's ultimately all in your highest interest, because some of the things that have been going on behind the scenes that you weren't aware of are what was causing you to have to move in a new direction. And one of it is that you've had a different motivation for doing something than some of the people you've been involved in. So the guidance here is to, of course, review everybody's motives, ask questions, get clear on why everybody wants to be a part of that situation. And it may have been that the reason you've had to go in a new direction with the relationship is some type of choice that has been made in the past was not the best choice. And this is giving you an opportunity to take a different action, pivot, change things, and learn what you can from any of those mistakes. Learn what didn't work. Learn how maybe somebody wasn't being completely authentic with what their motives were. And now that you know, you have that clarity there. They want to commend you for taking advantage of anything that started moving quickly in your life and making sure that you got clear, taking the time you needed to review what choices you had. And they do see that you've seen things move forward suddenly. You've seen certain things change quickly. And they know that's been a little bit challenging. And they know that's something that's been going on for you, but it's going to continue with this fiery energy. So they're commending you for noticing, okay, you know what? Things are moving quickly and I've got to do something about this. I can't just sit on the sidelines any longer. So at the time you are hearing these messages, they want you to remain confident that moving forward with your heart's passions and giving the attention to the things that need attention now is valuable. So time is of the essence. Time is of the essence is what I'm trying to say here. I start getting so excited when I connect with the angels that I talk faster and faster, don't I? I apologize. I'll slow down a little bit here. But time is of the I'm doing it again, aren't I? Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Make sure you know all the facts. And again, there is something going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of with somebody's motives. It doesn't mean it's ill-intended. That is not what this is meant to do. It's not meant to scare us. But it could be that maybe okay, here's the example they're showing me. You're planning a trip with somebody, maybe a spouse or a friend, and you didn't know that they're actually planning to make it either a working vacation or an active vacation, and you're looking for it to be a super laid-back vacation with no itinerary and no plans. So make sure you're talking to each other about what do you want this trip to be like. Do you have to work? Do you have to be available for phone calls and emails? And just be really clear on all the facts so that as you move forward, you can continue being authentic in what it is that you want to create and what you want to do. They are saying that having these conversations may bring some challenging information in. It may cause us to put a pause on some type of plan. It may cause us to change our plans entirely. And we might even find this information comes in a little bit of a tactless way. So we just want to watch out for impulsive energy where, let's say it is your spouse going, well, of course I'm going to have to take phone calls and work on vacation. I mean, I can't take that much time off without having to do that. And you're like, fine, let's not go. Cancel the trip. They don't want you to do that. They want you to find ways to work together and don't allow yourself to feel trapped in that idea. Maybe using this example, what you do is you find something you really want to do and you try to hold space for your spouse to work so you can go do that adventure that you knew your spouse probably wouldn't enjoy that much anyways. Not sure why that example came up, but I hope that's relevant for you, and just apply that example to whatever it is for you, because you're going to get so much personal power out of getting out of that mindset of feeling trapped. I guess we're just going to have a working vacation, or I guess we're just going to have to go to a different location because I want this and they want that. So make sure you're not allowing that. You'll get so much power if you look for another way to find the beauty, find the silver lining, and of course, not being impulsive with any information you are learning, even if it was a little hurtful. And again, also making sure we're not, tactless with the way we share what we need with these people, or whatever it is in your life that you're feeling like you have to make a change to. You are going to see important information coming in that's going to require you to kind of sign on the dotted line to commit to something. But if your heart feels excited about it, they are saying this is a promising opportunity. So an opportunity to travel to a new location that you weren't considering, an opportunity to take on a job offer or be part of a creative project. Listen to your heart on that, but it is going to require commitment. You're not going to be able to sit on the fence too long if you want to be able to take advantage of that. Now, they do see the way you're really hoping to take your intuitive abilities to a higher level, where you're hoping to really get into divine flow, and you're doing that. They're really, really commending you on that. I mean, you're here right now opening up to divine guidance. That's part of being in divine flow, is opening up and listening and trying to see, okay, what am I being asked to do here? And you've heard me say my all-time favorite pocket affirmation many times if you're a subscriber: I am in divine flow. So whenever you do start to not know what's the best direction, or now that I learned this information, I don't know what I want, do that pocket affirmation, I am in divine flow. Do it with 3 deep breaths and really trust that you are being guided. Ultimately, if you really focus on getting this information, reviewing everyone's motives, and moving in a new direction, you are going to see the end of a certain phase or situation that's going to bring even more love and joy into your life. But a lot of times we see endings as a sad thing. So if you need to take the time to grieve, you can ask Archangel Azrael to help you with this transformation and help you to release grief and really move forward in a gentle and loving way. So if you do find that you have to let go of things in order to activate this guidance and go in the best direction for you, trust that that is what is meant to be. And you do have spiritual support with you to help you with this transformation. So that's the overall energy. I'm going to give you a journaling prompt and a pocket affirmation as we go into these 3 actions they want you to take right now as you are hearing these videos soon, and make long-term plans to take to activate this guidance and remain in divine flow. So the first thing I'm going to do is ask you to grab your journal. If you have my custom journal book of evidence available on Amazon with a 4-part webinar, or if you have my intuition tracker, the digital version, both links are below, or any journal that resonates with you. Remember, you can always come back and do this journaling prompt later if you're driving or you're somewhere you can't do that. But do go ahead and ask this question. Angels, what is in my highest interest to know right now? Angels, what is in my highest interest to know right now? That allows all the things to fall away that are not meant for you, and the things that are really meant for you to be brought into more clarity and focus there. Okay, so do that if you can. And then here's your second pocket affirmation. If you feel called to write this in the comments below this video to activate this guidance, I easily focus on self-love. Okay, I'm going to go into a little bit more why I chose that pocket affirmation. I do customize the affirmations based on the guidance you are hearing in this video. So I easily focus on self-love. I easily focus on self-love. So write that in the comments below if you feel called to. You don't have to, but it does really help activate the guidance there. And the reason that they're asking you to do that is because right now, at the time we are listening to this video, many of you, I'm getting out there, might be feeling like you are the victim of a circumstance, or you might be surrounded by somebody who is acting like a victim. So right now, while you are hearing this guidance, watch out for that victim mentality, that self-pity from both yourself and those around you, and also avoid being a martyr and putting yourself last or letting others walk all over you, because that's kind of what we're talking about. We're not talking about somebody who's actually the victim of something like a crime. We're talking about somebody who is allowing themselves to stay in this cycle of feeling sorry for themselves, or they're not standing up for themselves. They're always saying, okay, you go ahead first. So fine, you can have your way. We want to watch out for that right now. And if you do have relationships in your life where people are in that energy too, just be aware of it. Be loving, kind, and compassionate, and set appropriate boundaries. That's something it's coming through very clearly that we all need to be aware of right now. So whoever came to mind first, was it yourself caught in self-pity? Were you catching yourself doing that, feeling left out? Or do you know someone around you who is trying to take advantage of your energy by doing the same thing? So we don't want to be a martyr either, and always giving up on what our heart wants. The thing that they want you to plan to do very soon is plan to stay committed to what your heart wants, stand up for what you know is right, and if at first you don't succeed, try again. Be steadfast, maintain a steady pace, and remember to protect what you have created, which was part of the guidance. That's why you got that pocket affirmation. I easily focus on self-love, because if you do find that people around you had different motives than you, or they are caught up in victim mentality, and you have to stand up for what your heart wants, that might be where you feel that challenge here to say what you really want, what you really need in order to take things to a new level. One more reminder before we get to the final long-term plans they want you to make. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, share this video with anybody you think might benefit, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you to my beautiful subscribers. So finally, the final action they want us to make sure we're making long-term plans to do. Plan to be flexible so you can maintain balance in your life. Again, this is a reminder to be steadfast. Take on demands with grace and determination, but also plan to have fun. Make lots of time for things that you enjoy, so when you are having to cope with any kind of external demands, you can maintain that love of life and love for the journey. So if somebody is challenging you on what your heart wants, you might have to be flexible about when you get that or how you get that, but stay committed to getting it and don't give up. Make sure you are maintaining that balance with your health, and you are leaning on those that you trust to support you so that you can maintain that positive mindset. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.